Good morning, everyone. I see my faithful followers are, including Faithful Flowers, is already waiting, and that is so exciting to see. I feel like I'm too close to the camera, to the thing, to the computer. I'm trying to dodge that sun, which is coming up over my neighbor's house, and I don't know if I'll be able to. Let me know if you have any problems hearing me. I am facing this direction today because all of my beautiful geraniums bloomed again. Lyndon is joining us, you'll be happy to know. But she looks pretty content just sitting down there. And since she is a senior cat, I am not going to grab her. Oh, my microphone is on the ground. It's broken. My little clip is broken. And so I'm going to have to order another one, brother. How is everyone today? What did you say, Daryl? Uh-oh. Denise and Daryl are having a local, they're local to one another and they're having a conversation. And Jack has said good morning to everyone. Good morning, Faithful Flowers, who my brain, just remind me your name because I can't keep it all straight. Oh, there goes my mic again. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had it all together. There we go. Hopefully that did the trick. How is everyone? I am doing fine. Good morning. Wasps, did somebody get stung by a wasp? Last time I was in Tennessee, I got stung by a hornet in down at Mary's place. And that was such a shock. And I thought, I haven't been stung since I was young, and I don't know if I'm allergic or anything. And I was about to drive to OAG's place from her place, which was about 2.5 hour drive down to Alabama to see Charles. And I thought, I don't want to get on the road and have some sort of allergic reaction. So she happened to have some, well, I won't use brand names, but it was I guess it's like an antihistamine or whatever it is you take. And so I did that. Good morning, little Luna. Good morning, Carolyn. Good morning, Amal. Carolyn and Amal and Daryl have all ordered their t-shirts. That's one of the things I have to talk to you about. I need 10 more orders. And if I get 10 more orders in this first campaign, they give me a much higher commission. And so if you're thinking of getting a t-shirt, please do it now and don't wait. Good morning, Travis, Johnny. Hi, Johnny. Good morning, Denise, Jamila. Good morning from hot, sunny Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Brian. Thank you. My younger son had a birthday this week, and I posted that on Facebook. And he didn't want to be tagged. He's in the music business, and he's got his own thing going. So I didn't mention any names, but it was really great to spend an hour and a half with him. Good morning, Kayla from Backwoods Mama Wife. And if everyone, let's see, good morning from Phoenix. You have an interesting channel name, I have to say. That reminds me, my parents were so strict. It's just a little side note. My parents were so strict growing up that you couldn't use that term. One time I called my brother. I was so mad at my brother. I called him a son of a gun, and my father was standing there. I got in trouble, let's put it that way. Good morning, Maddie from Iceland. Iceland, are you, well, we can talk about that. Good morning, Kathy from Florida at Living Miracle Homestead. Good morning, Teresa. And little Luna is Sandra from Spain. And I'm so glad you said that because I would not have remembered. I want to just, I'm going to be mentioning this a lot because before we have another live stream, before I have another live stream, the orders will be, the campaign will end on my t-shirts, and they're actually going to look better than this because this is going to stand out more. And I need to get 10 more orders to really impress them and get a bigger commission. So if you're thinking about ordering a t-shirt, and Amal is in Saudi, so don't let being out of the country stop you from ordering a t-shirt if you want one. Hello, Wendy from the UK. Speaking of the UK, everyone, I have so much to discuss, and then we'll talk about gardening. Tomorrow, I want you to go to my community page on my channel. So you go to my channel name, click on my channel name, that will take you to my homepage. And then click on community. And I'll also be sharing this on Facebook, but I know some of you are not on Facebook. But I am the featured guest. I am the guest on the Plants and Me podcast in the UK, coming from the UK at Newlands Nursery, and Alan Lodge, who has a beautiful, lovely English accent, of course, is the host. And I just loved having the interview with him because he, when you see news and things like that in this country, the newscasters are always interrupting their guest and trying to bring attention to themselves. And I find that very annoying. It's hard for me to watch news interviews because of that. And they're always trying to like one up the guest or something. It's crazy. But he was just so patient, he patiently listened, and he would chuckle when I would say something funny. And it was just such a pleasure to tell my story. And I hope everybody can go. Good morning, Mr. Tom in Alabama. I'm talking about, oh, good. Okay, good thing to do. Oh, good morning, No, or Nunu. Please give me your first name and tell me where you're writing from. I'm talking about my podcast tomorrow. I will be posting that link, or if you just go to the Plants and Me podcast, you'll find it. Tomorrow is the air date. And I hope you leave a comment and show Alan some love. I don't even know how you leave I'm sure you can leave a comment. And I noticed from looking at his podcast that he has interviewed a number of big American, US garden YouTubers. So I'm not the first. And oh man, Daryl. Yeah, I know. Too much spraying. Indonesia. What is your first name? And do you have a garden in Indonesia? Somebody once wrote me, and I sent a whole bunch of seeds to Indonesia at great expense. And if they were ever received, I don't know. Never heard from that person again. Anyway, so one of them has leaves that are a lighter green. Not sure why. I can only imagine it's maybe getting too much water, Amal, or it's not getting enough nitrogen. Hopefully it's not any kind of bug or anything. Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning, Marilyn Monroe. Oh, my doves. That is so exciting, everybody. Welcome Johnny Hutton to I assume my first live stream, because he just started watching, or I'm not sure, that might be a female with that spelling. with the IE, just started their own garden because they started watching my channel. And I got them going, and I'm so happy and excited. And I hope you share that inspiration with someone else, so it doesn't, my inspiring you doesn't just end with you. That's my goal, is for you, for everybody to spread the love. Not only does it help me and my channel, obviously, but it helps the world and it helps your community and it helps you because you'll feel great about it. Yes, I know, Daryl. It's kind of crazy. We finally got some hot weather. It was hot yesterday. I mean, not hot, hot, but it was hot, and it's going to be hot today, I think. I haven't looked at the weather. I can't either, Jack. You've had such crazy storms and everything. I don't know how you've had any continuity with your garden in Maryland. I really don't. Uh, Good morning, Steve. You've got 57 degrees in August. That's in Illinois. That is weird. Um, Carolyn, you've got some typos there, but I think what she's trying to say is everybody order a t-shirt if you haven't already. I just need 10 more orders to put me in a different commission category. I'll get a higher commission, and I would really appreciate that. Um, I I am going to share the link right now since I've been talking about it. Oh, it's so hard working on a 11-inch laptop after, you know, usually I'm working on a 27-inch Mac, iMac. Okay. And I always work with a mouse and I never work with a keypad. Let's see. There's the link, everyone. If you haven't already ordered your t-shirt and want to. Good morning from California. New. Okay, good. Like NEW sort of. Um, and where are you in California? Uh, did you just order one, Maddie? If you did, thank you so much. I just did, Carolyn. Okay, so guess what, everybody? Talked about the t-shirt. I always have to share an oil, and this oil couldn't be better. Yes, I'm sure it's too hot to grow stone fruit in Indonesia. I can't imagine that you could, but maybe there are varieties that don't need as many chill hours. But I just changed the title on that video, everybody, because it wasn't getting very many views. And there, can you see my doves are getting a little frisky together. I hope they don't do anything indecent. Um, my oil today, I hope that's not backwards. It looks backwards to me, is white angelica. And it is an essential oil blend. It smells incredible, and it has a combination of exotic floral oils along with woodsy oils like sandalwood and black spruce. And the exotic floral oils are geranium, lang lang, melissa, and rose. Of course, rose is incredible. So you've got these sweet floral notes and myrrh. It has myrrh. So what it is designed to inspire a positive outlook, positive optimism, and a sense of security. Wow, do I need that or what? That I couldn't need anything more. Um, let's see. And it says no matter what life throws at you. I'm just sort of reading the notes of the description of the oil online. And wonderful, Johnny. That's fantastic. And I am assuming that you live at home and that you may be a teenager. And if so, that's fantastic. Um, Connect with Jack. Well, Jack, you're getting up there. You're still in school, though, I think, Jack. Jack's in Maryland, and he's a big fan. Good morning, Lori. Lori is a huge fan of mine. Lori Hines. Say hello. Uh, uh, Marilyn, remind me of your name because I have a hard time. Thank you. Thank you, Happy Pineapple, and I hope you order one. I think, according to Maddie, I have only 9 more to go to get over. Yasmin Yaz, good morning from Georgia. Got a lot of states and countries tuning in already. We've got Iceland, Indonesia, UK, um, Trinidad and Tobago. And did I miss anybody? Let's see. Oh, hey, Lynn. Good morning. I am not raising doves. They just live here. I am actually certified. My little yard in Los Angeles is a certified wildlife habitat. And you get that certification from the National Wildlife Federation, one of the many large charitable organizations that support wildlife. And as long as you provide a water source and food source. Obviously, I provided a lot of food source for my wildlife this year, much more than for myself. Uh, but I have doves that live here, and I also have California brown towhee that live here. That's a bird. They're always on the ground, and of course hummingbirds. Ooh, my hummingbird feeder has been empty for a week. Good morning, Beth. I know, and I really appreciate that, Amal. Amal gave a donation to my PayPal to help me, and I really appreciate that. And so, you guys, if you want to follow up about essential oils, if you're interested in them or knowing more, I am going to share my website with you, and you can check it out. 1 second. Okay. And of course, you can get my PayPal and my Patreon and all those ways to support this channel. Okay, guess who I heard from? We're going to talk about gardening in a second. Don't worry. Guess who I heard from this week? I'm going to just block out his address because that would not be fair. Can you read? Zachary. Remember in my video when I said goodbye to Zachary? If you missed that video, go back, and it's huge work day and goodbye to Zachary. And he sent me a letter yesterday, and we are going to open it and see what he says. So I'm sharing Zachary with you vicariously. Oh, look. They love cats. They have 2 beautiful cats. And it says, I'm Tiny Cat. Let's have adventures together. Teresa, Zachary. Yes. Yes. Someone said yesterday they loved when I said, I want you to write me every week. And he goes, every week? Okay. Dear Kaye, we have settled in our new neighborhood. It feels weird living in a new house. I can only imagine. I really miss you and the Palisades. I haven't met any of my neighbors yet, but I'm sure they're not as nice as you. Isn't that sweet? I'm sure they're not as nice as you. As you are. From Zachary. Oh, I miss him so much. I'm not going to get, I absolutely, I sobbed when they drove off. Okay. Big news. For any of you, somebody already tuned in from Phoenix. He kept his promise. Yes, he did. Good morning, Marielle. Where are you writing from? I don't recognize your name, but maybe I should. I know, Daryl. Oh, okay. Yasmin, have we talked about did we talk about the fact that I did that video in Marietta 2 years ago, at it was a community garden there right in Marietta, big place on the right as you're going north, that main highway. Um, anyway, I'm sure you probably saw it. Let's see. Alita, thank you. No, I didn't, but thanks, Frank. Thanks for writing that again. Thank you, Alita. I don't think you've told me that before. That's just not hitting me. And how in the world did you score Marilyn Monroe as a, as a? I can't even imagine how you did that. Oh, good. Um, let's see. Little Luna is in Spain, and she's drawing. Thank you, Johnny. Aruba. Oh, wonderful. Yes, I'm so glad you tuned in. Do you know what's going on in my life, Marielle? You maybe have a lot of catching up to do. I want to give some shout outs to everybody. First, I want to give a shout out, and I don't think they're on. I'll try to say that, Happy Pineapple. What country did you say that? What language is that? Selamat Paji? Paji? Selamat Paji? Does that sound? Of course. Of course, Alita. Indonesia. Right. Um, Indonesian. Did I say it right? I hope. Selamat Pagi. I hope I can remember that. Shout outs and then news. I want to give a shout out to a young lady who found my channel this week, and she shared my channel with all of her friends, which is what I ask people to do in every single video. And I know a lot of people do share, but a lot of people don't. And I could really use all those shares. So thank you, Mira. If and when you see this, I want to give you a shout out. I also want to give a shout out to Gina Maynard. Gina wrote me yesterday and she said, I have finally watched all of your videos. That's saying a lot because it's over 500. Good morning, Ricky. Uh, well, Ricky, as you know, I think as you know, I went on that camping trip in June. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Carolyn, who is on live now because she is she and Gina are my new Uber, no relation to the car thing, Uber fans. And they're really helping me through this incredibly challenging time. In terms of the camping trip, I'm finally getting to edit those videos, guys. So I've got 2 parts online. I'm only pulling in like a third of the views of my garden videos. So if you could watch those and share them with your friends, it would really be helpful. I may need to do travel videos in the interim between um, the transition between this garden and my next garden. I mean, I'm not going to be able to walk from this garden into another garden. It's immediately. That's not in the cards. So in the interim, I'll probably have to be going places and meeting other people and maybe meeting late bloomer fans. I don't know. I don't know yet. Um, the th- the the thumbs up button is broken. What do you mean? I hope not. Um, oh, Amal, I totally fine. I was totally fine. Like the next day, I just had a bruise right here. That was it. Totally fine. Thank you. And so please watch the Big Sur videos. I've almost got part 3 finished. That will be done today. I'm not sure if I'll upload it today or if wait till my regular time of early tomorrow morning or not. But okay. And so I've been saying to everyone, "Oh, what are you rehearsing?" Just asking. Thank you, Teresa. Um, maybe Daryl was just. Teresa. I think Daryl was just trying to get everybody to try the button. I have a feeling that was his motivation by writing that. Um, yeah. Um, okay, so if you've watched my Phoenix videos, and I think somebody is still on from Phoenix, I hope so. Jack Davis, who was the first person that contacted me way back years ago, she found my channel. I had no idea. The only thing, I spent a little time in Phoenix because my son was a national junior USTA player, and they played. I think it was the 14s and the six. No, the 12s and 14s, or the 14s when you were, the national championships were in Phoenix, and so we were always in Phoenix for like those 2 or 3 years between the tens and the whatever. We were in Tucson for years, and then we were in Phoenix for years for those championships. So I had not spent really. I think I'd been to Phoenix maybe 4 or 5 times in my life, and then Jack Davis found my channel, and she had a has a garden called, and she's on Facebook, and she also has a channel, although she doesn't post a lot of videos, called Epic Yard Farm. And they sold that property this year and bought a new property. So she has a much huger yard, and she's in the process. And I really recommend that you follow if you're especially if you're in Phoenix, see what she's doing, because she's starting from a blank well, she had to create a blank canvas in order to start building her food forest, because it was all just rocks. This whole huge backyard was rocks. They literally took out tons of rock, and this week they put in a ton or tons of wood chips. So she is coming to visit the late bloomer garden in September, and so she's only been here once, and her husband is very busy with his job all the time. So it's really hard for them to get away, but they're actually coming in their little camper, and they're going to stay for that's going to be September 14th and 15th. And we're going to shoot some videos. And that week I will do the live stream with Jack, which will not be on Sunday, but I'll let you know that a week in advance. So a lot of great things coming up. And I think that was all of my news. Good morning, Tina from Phoenix. Did you just hear what I said about Jack Davis coming to visit? Oh my gosh. Alita, that's fantastic. That's a beautiful story. Mm, that's great, Amal. Because I have a feeling, Amal, you're in Saudi, you probably have a similar climate. It's probably extremely hot where you are and dry. Uh, yeah, I think you did say good morning, Johnny. But anyway, Johnny is asking about tips on starting seed in those plastic starting trays. Um, uh, where are you located? Because it makes a big difference. I found, and I had a visitor yesterday. I was going to mention that, and she was saying she never had any luck starting seeds. Um, because they would get spindly, they would get long and skinny, and fail to thrive. And and I had the same problem the first year. And once I got a heat mat and a grow light, it made all the difference in the world. Now I know these are expenses, but there's so many people on YouTube showing you how to set up a grow light. Daryl has a very inexpensive grow light setup. um, Eleonora. Eleonora. I will. I will, Eleonora. Uh, Thank you, Jack. Yeah, Port Port San Lucie, Florida. Okay, take care, Alita. Good luck with your play. Um, uh, so so I for a couple of years I started seeds in DE, which is diatomaceous earth granules, and the great thing about DE is you just have water. You don't have soil, and once you lift them out of the to pot them up, the roots just fall away from the granules, and you can just put them right into your potting up soil, uh, and it's reusable. So you can solarize it, spread it out on a tray, put it out in the sun for a few hours, and just reuse it over and over because it's just rock. It's the actual crushed shells of sea animals, prehistoric sea animals. So and it also DE naturally absorbs and holds moisture. In fact, they use it in the car. The oil they clean in garages, they use it to clean up oil spills because it soaks up the oil. Uh, Thank you. I did not know that, Beth. Um, I am not good with knowing what what my bird song is in this garden. I really don't know them all. Oh, I wish you could see that dragon fruit is so amazing. But Jack doesn't think that I was hoping that I could release it from the tree and let the a dragon fruit blooms when the limbs go down to the ground. They bloom at the bottom of the limb when it's hanging like an umbrella. And I didn't know that until I let it get 14 feet up in the tree, attached to the tree, and I was going to try to release it because it puts out these little feelers. You wouldn't think it does, but it does. It has these little roots that come out of the side attached to the surface, and it goes into the bark of the tree and it hangs onto the tree. So I was going to release it and let those, because now it's putting stuff straight up, and I was thinking that it would come down and I would get to see it bloom. But I don't think I'm going to be able to see it bloom, which is going to be so sad. Good morning, James. Okay, Jack. Let's see. I did not know, Tina. I did not know you didn't get your. I hadn't heard that it was just really dry in Phoenix. I haven't really heard from many Phoenix gardeners. Fantastic, Noah. Noah, are you a young person? Uh, uh, and are they growing now? Noah says that they discovered my Luffa video and planted Luffa. Did you have any problem getting seeds? A lot of people write me and say they can't find seeds. That's fantastic. Where are you writing from, Felicia? 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 Where are you writing from? And I'm so glad you tuned into this live stream because I that my let's see, my loofah video is on track to have 1 million views. I can't believe that. It's over 700,000 views right now. And so it's brought a lot of people to my channel, but very few of them tune into my live stream. So I am so proud that you and Noah tuned in. Moringa, Moringa. That's that's fantastic. I hope they do well. I tried so hard, Tina, to grow moringa here, and it just isn't hot enough. And I could not make it happen. Wow. Everybody is reporting, well, not everybody. It's called Steve reported it's 57 in Illinois. Normally it would be very hot. It's hot in Tennessee, right, Daryl? And Edwin is I don't know if you guys know. I've got a bunch of new people on my channel. Steve is relatively new. Daryl is new. Denise came from Daryl, and I got a lot of new people on this live stream that have just really been intently following me this year, and I really am grateful. And Edwin Thompson is one of them, and he just had, if you guys have been following Edwin, he leaves wonderful comments. They're always very reflective about his childhood and his life. And he is was currently traveling in England, and he had to stop for a moment and have hip surgery. So had nothing to do with England. It was just bone on bone. You've got to do something. So he is recuperating well in England, and I hear from him regularly. So say hello to Edwin and wish him well. And also, Tawana. Tawana fell and had a concussion, and she's not on right now. Um, Thank you, Stephen. Stephen, do you have a garden? I'm glad you found my channel. I do try to be. I do try to be calm because the world is crazy right now, and there's so much craziness. And I just want to bring inspiration to people. And so, oh wow, I have a monarch. Well, I have monarchs every day, but I just saw one. Only one, Amal. Only one. In fact, Steve. I think put three in a 3-gallon pot. That's not big enough, and that's not enough. I have one. What are those, Steve? I think those are 5-gallon. Did I say? Is that 5 gallons? Yeah, I think so. I have one vine in a 5-gallon pot, and the vines are maybe 16 feet up there now. I can't see the top. I have no idea. Whatever's at the top is just going to be a sponge because I can't reach it to eat it. What I'm hoping is that the lower part of the vines, the Luffa will continue to produce. They do put out shoots. It's not just all what happens at the end of the vine so much. They do continue to put out side shoots. And I'm hoping I have young ones because Jack Davis is from Taiwan, and she's a fantastic cook. Every time I go over there, I just, oh my God. Oh, and so she knows how to make all these Asian dishes, and I can't wait for her. I mean, I hope that I have the young ones still coming in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, so that she can cook up a loofah video. And we can make a video. That's what I'm hoping. I'm in 11A, James. Okay. Noah is 15, and Noah, I want you. You're in DC, so you have essentially the same weather as Jack. Jack went out to feed his chickens. He'll be right back. He's one of our moderators. He's also a young weather buff, and he follows the Weather Channel and posts about the weather. And the weather has been so extreme in Maryland. He's posting all the time about tornadoes, and I don't know how you can keep a garden going when you've got storms like that blowing through on a regular basis. Wow. Did you grow up, Tina, did you grow up in Phoenix? Because you said you've never seen a summer without a monsoon. Did Marielle ask about seeds? Marielle, let's see, where did you tell me you were? Now I've forgotten what country you're in. Marielle? Where did you tell me you were? Might be a little bit more challenging to get them online, Amal. But no, Amal's in Saudi and she got them online. Um, Steve, I wouldn't pull out the vines. I would just hang in there and see. You know, you might get a real hot spell and it just might explode. But they do like the heat. I gotta say. I mean, just since we started having this hot weather, I mean, I thought I would remember when I was planting those, and I'm going, I can't wait another minute to plant these because it was so late in the season. I think I didn't even plant them till June. Caught them up, I mean, and and with this hot weather, they just exploded. And it's interesting. They have, it's a cucumber. It's the cucumber family, the cucurbits family, and it smells a lot like squash growing. I mean, I can sort of even smell it from here, and I'm about 9 feet away from the vines. Oh, that's wonderful. Did I pronounce your name right, Felicia? We just have it. They spell Felicia with a different spelling here, but I have a feeling it's pronounced the same way. And Teresa, where did you say you were? You're growing moringa also? Oh, in Pensacola. Wow, interesting. They say that moringa could feed the world. It's got more nutrition than virtually any other plant, I think. But I can't grow it here, especially this year. I wouldn't be able to. It's been too cool. That's fantastic, little Luna, who is in Spain. Was it Sandra? Um, Not sure if that's what you said. Let's see, I'm watching all of your videos from the beginning. Oh, that's fantastic. So she's watching all my videos. So a big thumbs up. Hey, everybody, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Um, yes, we've heard about that heat wave in England. I think Ed is watching, and he said it's in the 80s. Um, Elaine, I've heard this. You know, it's cool where I am, but I've talked about this from the beginning of my garden that I am in a microclimate close to the ocean, which is very different if you drove 2 miles into LA that way, or if you go over the mountain into the valley, it's 10 degrees hotter, at least 10 degrees hotter and drier. So those mountains kind of block that marine layer, and I mean, we get the June gloom. You know, half the day is June gloom. Until recently, this has been good. Absolutely, Felicia. And that you will have those sponges forever. That's the great thing, you know. I'm behind here. So moringa does great in. It's funny, you must have dictated that, Kathy. Came out meringue. 71 on the Jersey Shore. Yeah, it mm, 71 is borderline. I don't know. Uh, do you have flowers, Brian? How do you eat the leaves of the moringa, Teresa? You know, Daryl, moringa is something that you might try growing in Tennessee. I I will have. Let's see. I don't think I still have seeds, but maybe Teresa or let's see who else is in Florida growing. Oh no, Artina at Bigfoot Urban Farms would send you some seeds to try it. The moringa has the most beautiful seed. There's huge little brown thing about that big, and it has like a little dark brown, and then it has a little papery, kind of a beige papery um, skirt around it. They're really lovely. And I'm wondering how you eat the leaves, Teresa. I know that Jack chopped them up and put them in our stir fry, but um, that's wonderful, Stephen. I hope I can keep you inspired until you do. Oh, you're in downtown LA. Oh my gosh, you should visit me. This is the last season of this um, of the Late Bloomer Garden 1.0. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna name it like Jack does. Jack has moved on from her original Epic Yard Farm, and now she's calling her new farm Epic Yard Farm 2.0. So that's what I'll call my new garden when I find one. Um, but if you'd like to visit Stephen, you should do it soon. Bring your mother, obviously. Good morning, Emily. Charlie baby her name is Emily, and she's writing from the Midwest. Um, I want to say, no, I better not say Indiana. I can't remember. That's true. Daryl is going to get you started on sprouts. If you have a sunny window, Stephen, you can be growing sprouts right now and get hooked on growing your own food. Ah, Noah. Okay. They do make beautiful decoration, Noah, but those vines might not be not might not be finished, because I know the first time when I grew Luffa they put out about 10 feet of vines, and they had all these loofah, and I thought, okay, that's it. They kind of got up as far as the trellis and curved over a little bit. And then those sponges ripened, and I started removing them, and then all of a sudden the vines started growing, and the vine put on another 10 feet. So you might get some new ones that aren't rotted. But they do have a tendency they can get kind of a brown spot on it, which might go to the whole thing. I suppose I didn't have one like that, and then when you pull that back, it's kind of gooey under there. It's kind of rotted and gooey. Um, you have to remember it started out as a vegetable, and it's just the exoskeleton that remains, and the weather and everything. And also, you've got to remember to water those vines, because I have mine in pots, and I didn't have saucers underneath the pots because they're so cramped together there on that little shelf. That I have mine sitting on a concrete blocks, so that they're up a foot off the ground to start with, and then the pot's another foot, because those vines have to get past my little lemon tree to get to the sun. So I wanted to elevate them, and um, I didn't have saucers underneath the pots. And what is that? What kind of bird is that? That bird is pecking on the bark of my pine tree. Gone. Anyway, and when the vines are growing straight up, you can look out and the leaves are like that. And you really got to keep, even if the soil feels moist, you got to keep watering. Hi, Mia. Let's see. Daryl will get you excited, Mia, about growing. Start with growing sprouts. And though I've never made a cent, there must be something wrong. I've been promoting my botanical interests affiliate link for a very long time on my website. And I know some people have ordered through my link, but I never got a penny. Anyway, Botanical Interests is a great seed company, and they have a seed. They have a sprouts kit that it makes growing sprouts really easy. And you can do sprouts in jars in all kinds of ways, but you have to be careful, and they have to be rinsed, and the seeds have to be this and that. But but they have a little kit, a little plastic tray kit, and you put the seeds in, and you wash them a certain way. You rinse them a certain way, and you wash them a certain way, and you can have sprouts. You can be eating fresh sprouts right now. Um, and I will definitely be doing something like that because there's a very good chance that during my transition year from 25 years in this home to my next home, I will. This is Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is outrageously, ridiculously expensive. And so it's very likely that I will be in an apartment, and in at least in that transition year where I'm figuring out what I'm going to do. And so I will be making videos about what you can grow when you have no balcony, because the apartment I'm looking at has no balcony and no garden. So, but it's something that I can afford, and I have very dear friends there. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm not sure yet. Um, it's hard. You can grow pepper plants and cilantro in an apartment, but you really need to have a grow light, because I lived in New York for 7 years, and I didn't even think about growing plants in my apartment. You know, I'm not sure how I would have done that. You're 9 floors up. You can't hang anything out the window because if anything fell and hit somebody on the head, you'd kill them. So you can't. So the best thing is to grow what you can manage, and if you've got a sunny window. But then if you can get grow lights, you can do that. Or you might be able to get into a community garden plot in New York, depending on which borough you're in. Um, and I would visit if I was in New York. I would visit this summer because they closed down Brooklyn Grange in Brooklyn, obviously, and it was, if it's not still, the largest rooftop garden in the country or the world or something. They have some huge designation like that, and it just goes on for. It's huge, and they have everything up there, chickens, everything. And it would be very inspirational to go there, and they do have tour days where you can go and see it and ask questions, and you could probably learn a lot from that. James, if you mean my zone, it's not hot. It's just it's a microclimate. Oh, you're making me crazy, Beth. Oh, I am so hungry, and I haven't had time to go to the store. And let's see. No, 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 Amal. You saw my garden in my last video, right? Not at all. No, no. I just sold what you know. I mean, I only sold a few plants, and I didn't sell very many things. Um, I have a lot of plants. I have all my tomatoes are sitting here. I've got my watermelon. I've got my okra. I've got at least 6 pots of okra. The corn's out there. The whole food forest is over there. I've got the loofah. It hasn't changed character at all, except you might notice. Well, you can't really see them from this angle, but do you notice anything missing in the background right there? The downspout will be a dead giveaway. Sold my rain barrels, 4 of them. I've got 4 left. um, You're talking, Teresa, you're talking about Moringa, I see. Let's see. That's funny, Steve. I didn't realize you were growing moringa. We haven't talked about that. Lightly saute the leaves. Let's see. Bye, Lori. Thank you for tuning in. Oh wow, South Louisiana is usually hot and hot and wet. The rusty spigot. Oh, let's see. Pat Smith is not on right now. She's down in Mobile, so it's a similar. I think it rains more in Mobile than any place in the country. Speaking of children, I have new neighbors. The Zachary's family went to San Francisco, and the family that moved in that are renting from them uh, moved down from the Bay Area. So they just are they traded places, and they have a 2 and a 4-year old. I haven't met the children yet, but I've certainly heard them. um, so Sandra, yes, Felicia. How about that? How'd I do, Felicia? Wow. Yes. Okay. I have gotten behind on the comments. Let's see. So Kathy, are you growing moringa as well? I'm losing track. So many people are growing moringa. I'm surprised we haven't had a chance to talk about that. Fox miracles. I have a quick vid on YouTube. Brian, what are you talking about? Geranium phlox marigolds. I'll have to see your video about that. Amal, in fact, I will do. Yeah, I should really do a garden tour video. My lemon tree's not looking so good, and it's just because I've neglected it, I'm sure. Um, the leaves have got a lot of yellowing of leaves and stuff. Um, oh, and I cut a fig yesterday. Remember I had those first figs, and when I in those videos, and I cut them open and they looked gross inside, and I didn't eat it. I cut one yesterday. I should go get that and see if it's good because I'm starving. It's almost 9 o'clock though. I guess I'll wait. Let's see. That's fantastic, Tina. Tina said her daughters turned her walk-in closet into a grow room. That is fantastic. Wow, 94 in Colorado. It seems so very hot. Yeah, I wish I'd been able to grow it, and you know, before I had to leave, because now I have to leave, and I would love to be able to take it dried with me. Oh, I was going to mention, once again, sorry, uh, once again, if you are going to be in Los Angeles in the next month or two, um, well, I would say probably next month would be better because by the end of September, the tomatoes will be gone. The only thing I'll probably have only annual, I will probably have actively growing is the loofah. But if you're able to visit my garden, please leave me a comment underneath the video, underneath the live stream. Leave me a comment, and if you would like to visit. Yesterday, I had a visitor, and I wasn't going to shoot a video, but I did shoot a few clips, and I'm going to see if it's enough to make a video out of. And she wanted to help. She drove up from San Diego. She's a relatively new fan, and she's just been down in this property. She has an acre in northern San Diego County, and it's very Mediterranean climate down there, which just sounds lovely. And she drove up and she wanted to get Sweet Annie and help me in the garden. And I thought, "Hey, I can use the help." So, we got over there and started cleaning up a bit. We cut back the lemon verbena, which was completely over the raised bed where I have corn growing. I figured that corn's not gonna do anything with that shade of the lemon verbena over it, so I cut it all back again. And she said, "Do you want me to sit here and take the leaves off? You can dry the leaves and, put them in a jar, and you'll have it for tea, and for a while." And so that's what we did. And, it's interesting, Teresa, that you say that moringa isn't happy with a lot of moisture because, they grow it in the Philippines where they have monsoon. In fact, I have a video, one of my favorite videos I did in my original, I think it was season 4, Late Bloomer, and it was called "Conserve Water in an Urban Garden" or something like that. And no, no, I had 2. It rained in July, which it never ever does, and it hadn't rained in July in 60 years or some craziness, and it rained that July. And so, of course, I made a video because this is earth-shattering, and, I made a video, and then I had asked people that I was in contact with from around the world at the time to send me a clip, and I got a clip from Sydney, Australia. I got a clip from, One Yard Revolution sent me a clip from the Chicago area, and I got a clip from the Philippines, and I wanted them to show me the rain where where they are, as opposed to where I am. And so it's really interesting. It's the first time I did an integrated video like that, where I took clips from other other people and fans and other YouTubers. And so I hope you'll go back and look at that. I can post the link down below. Let's see. Woodpecker. It didn't look like a woodpecker. It was too small. But maybe there's little woodpeckers. I don't know. Michigan. I can't imagine growing moringa in Michigan, but I mean, it does get hot in the summer, so oh, wait, I'm so behind. Hello, AGZ Connor. Where are you writing from? Do you have a garden? Amal, all you have to do is go to the description. Underneath every video, I have all the links. Just click on read more. Everything is down there. And I'm sorry I didn't mention that before. Uh, I would love for you to order from them, and I would like to see if I could actually get get some money. I don't get it. Um, yes, Rusty Spigot. Rusty Spigot is uh, oh, come on, Kaye. Tell me your name. She sent one of the lovely videos for my 7th anniversary videos that I posted on Facebook. Um, it's a chickadee. Are we talking about that bird? Um, Felicia, no worries. Oh, wait, before you go, Kathy, what happened? What was your surgery? And I hope you, um, Kathy, you should talk to Steve. Deadly wound. I used to call it wound. That is so dumb. Steve, are you still there? Connect with Kathy. She said she had surgery and she's in a lot of pain. And he will recommend DMSO. I know he will. So, before you go, Kathy, I hope you haven't gone already. Sharon, yes, that is the way it will feel. And, it wouldn't be so bad if the person that might buy my house would want the garden, but that's very unlikely in LA. Edwin says that there are a room full of young doctors wanting to see me. Get the next flight to LA. Well, I'm hosting. I happen to be hosting young doctors this week in the Late Bloomer Garden. And if you're from the UK and you can get yourself a ticket, I'm hosting young doctors in my garden this week. So, oh, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Eric from Double Dog Farm. Hello. No, no kidding. I would say it differently, but this is a family channel, Eric. So yeah, I'm yes. See you later, James. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Yes, I did. Felicia. Noah, thank you. I really appreciate that. No, Travis. You'll know when I know. No idea when or where. Thank you for ordering Faithful Flowers, a t-shirt. Everybody, I'm just going to do the pitch for my t-shirt again because it's really important to get one now if you're going to get one, because I get a bigger commission if I think it's 9 more orders. So that will make a huge difference for me and put me in a better category at that company. And so I hope that you will consider ordering a t-shirt. This style is the slim fit, women's slim fit, and this is a medium, so this fits very slimly. And the unisex t-shirt, which is so comfortable, is all mine are also medium, and this over here, and it's much blousier and long. So it's nice having a longer t-shirt, in the garden or whatever you're doing when you bend over. You know what I mean? You got that t-shirt to cover the backside. And so uh, I hope that you guys will. I know many of you have already ordered, and I really appreciate that. And I hope that I can get 9 more this week. So please check out that link, and there I'll post the link once this live stream ends. I'll post the links underneath the video. The top comment will have the link for the t-shirts. Yes, Marielle, I had a problem with Moringa. It was never happy in my soil. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Beth. Thank you. A chickadee. That's interesting, Teresa. Okay, Johnny. Well, cucumbers. Marielle is asking about growing cucumbers. I mean, Jack knows as much about it as I do, probably. I don't have much luck growing cucumbers here because of mildew. You got to really be vigilant on the fungal diseases. Um, but basically they just need a trellis to climb on. They love to climb. And if I were able to grow them again, my favorite cucumber to grow is the lemon cucumber. And they're round and they're yellow, and you harvest them before they get dark yellow. You harvest them when they're a very light lemony color, and don't wait till they're yellow. Then that's when you would want to collect the seeds and so forth. But yeah, I think growing cucumbers. I love cucumbers, and what you need to do is just be vigilant and get them harvested. Keep harvesting, so hopefully it'll keep producing flowers. And don't wait for them to get so big. And you just have to kind of decide what kind of cucumber that you want to grow, because there's so many varieties. And there are these proven varieties that over time they've just been proven to really produce well and deliver good results. And you'll be able to tell that uh, from whatever seed company you're ordering your seeds from. I hope I get a chance to grow all of those things again. But and of course, depending on, it's too late to grow them now here. You would be setting out you would be seeding your cucumbers like in February, um, depending on when your last frost date is. But I forgot what country you're in. if you're in if you're in Indonesia, or I forget. Jack, connect with Johnny. Johnny will be back in a minute. He's 15 and he's in DC. And he found my channel, and he and his mom planted Luffa after watching my Luffa video. So, oh, interesting. A chickadee gets, okay. Well, I already mentioned you, AGZ Connor, and I said, what is your real name, and do you have a garden? I have no idea, Mr. Tom. There's no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. Yes, Carolyn, it is. I have a feeling she's already gone, Steve. Those were my parrots, guys, drowning me out. Well, Felicia, what grade are you in? When do you graduate? Is it in the next month? Oh, I know. Eric, you're so right, because I didn't mention that. The reason I love the lemon cucumbers, they make a great pickle. And you can make refrigerator pickles, so you don't have to preserve them forever. Just they'll be good in the refrigerator. They're not going to last that long anyway, because they're going to be so good, you're just going to want to snack on them. Yes, Marielle, you can order the seeds from Botanical Interests and go through my link, which I'll post in the description below. All of my resources will be in the description below every video of mine. You'll see it down there. Ah, yes, Aruba. Yes, you could plant cucumbers now. I think I was in Aruba for about 2 hours once. I just remember that white sand and that blue sky and that blue ocean. Oh my God. It's just incredible. You guys, it's already 9:13, 9:14, and I said I was going to do 8 to 9. So I'm just going to give a pitch one more time for my t-shirt, because I really need to get 9 more of those. And let's see. Next weekend, I will be in Tennessee. And for all you guys who have gotten to know Daryl a little bit on the live streams and through the videos that I did at his place, I'm hoping, can't promise, but I'm hoping to get up there and see what his garden looks like next weekend, Labor Day weekend. And oh, Johnny, I would have to go to the farmer's market and buy cucumbers, but yeah, I could do that. I don't have any. And I don't know if I can find lemon cucumber pickles in the farmer's market. And Eric, do you have a good Eric, do you have a good recipe for your bread and butter pickles? In the meantime, Johnny, I believe that I have a blog. Before I started vlogging in 2016 on my channel, I published regular blogs on my website. And it seems like I did a blog on the refrigerator pickles, and I'm going to go back and check on that, Johnny. And if you could, Johnny, if you could just leave a comment after the video is done underneath and say, what about that pickle recipe? Then I can write you a reply with the link. Ooh, cucumber cocktails sounds absolutely divine. Felicia, when do you graduate? Thank you, Marielle. Hey, Squeaky Val, I didn't even get to say hi to you. Where are you located and what's your name? Thank you. Okay, everybody. Everybody's saying goodbye to me, so I'm going to go. And I wish you all a great. Kathy in Orange County. Kathy, you should come and visit my garden. This is the last season. Arkansas. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No chance. Never even been to Arkansas, so that's not. Yeah, somebody drove up from San Diego yesterday. What's your name, Squeaky Val? Valerie, maybe? uh, have a blessed day, Teresa. Everybody have a great day, and I hope you have a great week. And next weekend, the live stream, Sunday morning at 8, I will, oof. Trying to think where I'm going to be. Sunday morning at 8 a.m., which would probably be 9 a.m. Central Time. I know where I'm going to be, but it's going to be out in the country, and I don't know if they're going to have a good connection. So please check my community page this week, everyone. And I will be posting the day before, like on Saturday, I'll be posting. We might do the live stream at Daryl's because we had a good connection up there. Maybe we'll do that. I'm not sure yet, but check the community page on my channel, and I'll let you know where I'm going to be trying to do that live stream. I am going to see a beautiful farm, absolutely stunning farm in Tennessee, and that's where I'm going to be for coffee at 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. on Central Standard Time on next Sunday. So I'm not sure if that can work out. Tennessee and Arkansas. Oh, I see. Seesaw. That's funny. 10 a.m. Central. 9 a.m. Yeah, just check the community page, everybody, okay? All right, love you, and God bless you all. Take care. Thanks for tuning in.